possession is back underway.
Atletico Madrid need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Saul. Juanfran. And it's Griezmann.
Well, look, I don't think he can say he didn't have enough support in that instance, because he's got to get his head up more and see what's around him. If you're going to keep your head down and looking at the ball, you're not going to see the options, and that was a bit selfish for me.
Torres. Griezmann. Hesse plays it forward. And it's Hesse. That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Hits one! Back of the net! Two to the good! They have breathing space! Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Looks to slip it through. He's left his man. Oh, he's hits one! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Massive leap! Decent enough try.
Liga did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Oh, he really wanted that.
Yeah, and you can feel and hear how the crowd are reacting to all of this.
Well, it's normally around now that the managers think about making changes. Hesse. He's gone for it! That was venomous. It so nearly came off for him.
Liga very nearly making something happen there. You can't keep a good man down.
Another piece of really good defending. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Gabby. Griezmann. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Griezmann up to meet it! And that's caused a worry or two.
Ferreira Carrasco certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Oh, he's put too much on it. He's come loose. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Well, he's the quarterback equivalent, so I'm not surprised that he's being closed down first.
And that's out of reach. Stuck out a leg for a good challenge. And it's Griezmann. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Atletico Madrid with the chance now to pull one back. Griezmann with a real chance here. Griezmann! Fernando Torres. Carrasco opts to play it back. Ball's loose, who's getting there? He'll have a go. And no, he couldn't find the finish.
It's a good display of fighting spirit for me. And that comes with it now.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. So, a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly, once all the pleasantries are complete. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
The action has already started. Plays it out to the wing. Griezmann. Saul. Now it's Griezmann. Tries to get it forward quickly. Out to the left it goes. He's got away. And he's cut it out. Aimed long and direct. Griezmann puts his foot on the gas. Over to the left. That intervention was very necessary. Griezmann tries lifting it over. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Now it's Torres. Now the pass. It's got through to him. Now it's Griezmann. Griezmann unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Griezmann looking to penetrate opposition line. Griezmann! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Oh, how close was that to going in? It only required the smallest of tweaks. Well, the first attempt hasn't quite drawn first blood, but they've got a slight edge.
Looks to slip it through. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Fran. Coaxed out to the wing. Forward it goes. A real chance to break. Passes it through. He's had a go! It's in! He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
A breakthrough goal, as you may have predicted, but not at the end most of us anticipated. Cuts it out. Forward it goes. Out wide to the right. He's left his man. It's Griezmann! What about it?
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
Atletico Madrid grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Tries to get it forward quickly. Can't get the better of his opposite number. It's a loose ball. Looks like a good ball through. Breaks on here. Oh, sweet feet. Aimed long and direct. Dinks one in. Up he gets! He scores! And again they hit the front. What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Fran. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Griezmann battling down that right flank. Griezmann! Trying to get there. Carrasco. And it's Felipe. Felipe Luis looking up to see who wants it. Forward it goes. Now the counter. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Well positioned to make that interception. And oh, that's too long. That is going to be the final action of the first half. So a really good half of football. 3 goals and just one separating them.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Here we go again.
Atletico Madrid need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Tries a through ball. That's found its target. Towering header! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
It so nearly came off for him.
Yeah, he's been at the centre of a lot of things, hasn't he? Mostly good, I should add.
Fran plays it forward. Griezmann has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. Griezmann crosses. Tries a through ball. Carrasco. Cut out in the nick of time. Looking to break out here. He's through, now is he in? Now the pop. Big chance! It's broken loose. Koke tries to get it forward quickly. Torres. Played out to the wing. Griezmann has it in a wide position, so what next? Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Probably be looking to play it square from here. That is gorgeous! A finish of true class!
Unbelievable.
And he's produced a beauty. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, what a convincing response to going behind. They've got all the momentum now.
Carrasco goes looking.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Passes it through. He's gone for it! He's onto it! And it's in! And they get themselves in front! He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
And it's Koke. Saul has brushed off the ball there.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Griezmann. He's made good progress from a deep position. Lovely little display of skill, that is. He'll have a dip! Quite brilliant from Griezmann! They are right back in business. That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
He's made it three. Quite a day at the office for him.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
So all square and not for the first time.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when...
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Just the talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And it's Koke. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. And that's it. Terrific match. Universal commitment to attack. All square and rightly. No loser. Your final thoughts, Jim?
A rather flat performance for me when we expected something a lot stronger. I think they thought the win would just come to them, but it didn't.
Thanks to Jim. And with that, it is a very good night to you. Warm welcome to you all. We will be on the way very shortly once all the pleasantries are complete. The teams then, Atletico Madrid against Anderlecht. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Godin, Felipe, Carrasco, Stefan Savic, Juan Fran, Koke, Felipe, needed to come up with a better ball.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Into the channel, beautifully done. Up for a header! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage. Atletico Madrid have really got the wind in their sails, and I'm not sure whether this team has an anchor.
Shell pass, that's the message there. Griezmann. Oh, that's neat. Can he find a finish now? Out towards the flank. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. It's Fernando Torres. He'll have a dig! Goal! Atletico Madrid! Atletico Madrid take the lead! Atletico Madrid take the lead.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Atletico Madrid are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. So what now? Savic it back. Played out to the wing. Goes down, but nothing given. On the right now, what's on? Griezmann. He's left his man. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Played out to the right. Ball through needs to be good here. Towering header! No, not the best of headers.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Forward it goes. Felipe Luis plays it forward. Hoists it high. Who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Carrasco passes it through. Fernando's big chance! What about that from Fernando Torres? Two up and threatening to pull clear.
I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
Atletico Madrid have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Torres. Out wide to the right. Griezmann battles to win it back. Just brushed off the ball there. And it's Griezmann. Is it in? And he's there to make a great save.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Steered out wide. And the flag has stayed down. Here's a corner, good chance. Gets up to head it! A really close shave and the last action of the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Atletico Madrid in control at half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half. Oh, that is lovely footwork. Goes wide. Plenty waiting in the middle. It's a great ball. Out to the left it goes. Got a sight of goal here. Great leap! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by...
And Torres! Looks to clip it forward. And through to the goalkeeper. needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Ball's loose. Who's getting there? Looks to thread it through. Atletico Madrid are 2 up. Now it's Griezmann. Brings it forward. And that has been clubbed away. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Saul. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. He's gone out for a throw-in. He could be in here. Looks like a good ball through. Well read, he sorted that out. Felipe. Anderlecht keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. Work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Dean sticks in a foot to win it back. Ball forward. What does he try from here? Griezmann goes up and over. Torres! That's a half-decent try.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Oh, he really wanted that.
Yeah, he's been at the centre of a lot of things, hasn't he? Mostly good, I should add.
Anderlecht chosen to bring on the last of their substitutes. Looks to slip it through. Lobs it in gently. Now has a swing at it. They've done it!
The first touch was absolutely heavenly, and because of it, the finish was a mere formality.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
One. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, Peter, I would say it was worth a try.
Tries a through ball. Good challenge, he just stood
Keep calm and
no question that's a foul. And he is going into that little black book. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Okay, pumps it into the area.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Can he score?
Atletico Madrid probably could have killed things.
It's Koke! What about it? And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had a very good chance.
2 up and Very little time left. Surely this is it. It's a good foot in there. Looking to break out here. Going through. Griezmann. And time is up. Atletico Madrid did it. Terrific team effort to satisfy both the boss and the fans. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, qualification may have been confirmed with a game to spare, but they were determined to end on a high, almost as if they're sending a message to say, we're not backing off on this, we want it.
To all of you around the globe, we're just about ready to get going. The players will be with us very shortly. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
So we're up and running. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I feel I must point towards Torres. His reputation still causes defenders to get nervous, and his variety of goal scoring, that's what's so hard to contain. He'll poach and produce a wonder strike.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. And that's a goal kick. Costa. Where to from here? He's left his man. He's making good use of his strength there. Just refuses to be out-muscled. Soldado hits one! Oh, he couldn't get hold of it.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance. Sometimes that's exactly the requirement to give you the early edge. Now,
goes for goal! And he nearly went all the way.
I just hope he won't let the failure to score affect him. With the ability he has, he can reproduce.
Gabi gathers from the goal kick. Atletico Madrid have now gone 5 games without defeat here. Battles to win it back. Going through. Griezmann tries to get it forward quickly. Cheryshev. Carrasco. Carrasco, can he get through? Torres! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Bakambu. Soldado. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Shoots! Ball's loose, who's getting there? Big chance! Bakambu has a goal! On the balls, and the follow-up! It's in! All Black did well the first time, nothing he could do about the follow-up.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Carrasco, looks like a good ball through. He's got away. Dos Santos demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Soldado. Chance to break. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Breaks on here. Trigueros. Aimed long and direct. Carrasco with the ball through. Griezmann. It's Griezmann! Back of the net! Atletico Madrid are all square. What a clean hit. No one gets in the way of that.
Is it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy? That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished with such aplomb.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
He's left his man. Cheryshev. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Tries a through ball. Griezmann battling down that right flank. Going through. Griezmann crosses. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Soriano. On the right now, what's on? It's Rukavina. Rukavina passes it through. Soldado. Felipe. Carrasco. Puts it into the middle. Try.
Saul clearly became one-eyed then. He just decided to force it.
That's a poor kick by the keeper. He's just given it straight back. Played out to the wing. Torres looking to get on the end of this. It's a loose ball. That'll be the final action of the first half. Genuinely interesting game here. Very, very watchable. 2 goals, 1 each. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
They come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. We're already back underway here. Torres needed to come up with a better ball.
Fernando Torres.
The shot's on! Wonderful from Soldado! And they get themselves in front! Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Oh, that's excellent composure because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Floats one over. Cheryshev. Here's a corner, good chance. Griezmann, good energy in defence as well.
You have to admire commitment like that because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Hits it first time! Fair effort, he reacted well.
Atletico Madrid can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
He's come loose. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Into the channel. Room for a shot. Forward it goes. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. He's got away.
But this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Just has to be done.
He's made certain that won't get through. Now it's Soldado. Cheryshev. And it's Soldado. Now the pass. Cuts it out. He's done well to tidy up the situation. Torres. Griezmann. Griezmann shakes the shoots. Great ball to play him in, but he will be gutted to miss that.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Out to the left it goes. Looks to slip it through. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Gabby goes looking, and it's Cheryshev. He's got it, and he's got time. Great ball, now the shot. That's sprayed out wide. Koke, great challenge.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Cheryshev.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
It's Bakambu. That'll be a throw. Gabby gets it back. Trout, he's gone for it!
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Torres with a delicate
Atletico
ball.
Madrid are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
He's on his way.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
He's left his man. Atletico Madrid with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. He'll worth a try, but not this time.
Well, I think his mind was made up the way that ball arrived, and I certainly admire his willingness to hit the volley.
Massive leap! Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Sakio plays it forward. That's the throw. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Soldado. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that is not the outcome they were after. A truly disappointing defeat. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused. The crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative.
Warmest of welcomes to all of you around the globe. We're just about ready to get going. The players will be with us very shortly. The teams then, Atletico Madrid against Valencia. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium. I've been hit by it too.
And already we're underway here. Parejo. João Cancelo. Tries a through ball. And the ball is out of play. Gets it back. Felipe plays it wide. Carrasco is demand. And a header! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
That's a real disappointment as well, after he worked so hard to just get into position and get on the end of that in the first place. A lot of effort for very little reward. Atletico Madrid really should be 1-up, and they'll be hoping that such a big miss won't be a sign of things to come.
It's Fernando Torres. Now the pass. Well read, he sorted that out. Forward it goes. Griezmann. There's a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. Time to deliver. Atletico Madrid are looking to get back to winning ways following on from that marginal defeat. And it's Rodrigo. Savage did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Griezmann. Oh, sweet feet. Griezmann. Is it in? And he nearly went all the way.
Well, he tried to go it alone, and he wasn't too far away from pulling it off either. Everything was there apart from the finish.
Parejo lobs it in gently. Up for the header! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
He's left his man. Parejo created that super goal to produce a lead in their last game. Still goalless. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Griezmann. Gorgeous control there. It's Griezmann! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Gets up to head it! Oh, not the best of headers.
Fernando Torres will probably beat himself up after that as the sole culprit.
Terrace. Parejo. Cuts it out. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. It's Fernando Torres, over to the left. Going through. Keeper sees it all the way. Nani, whose first half header opened the scoring in their last game. Now it's Torres. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Tries the... Rodrigo with a shot! Gabi, played out to the wing. He's got away, has a swing at it! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Griezmann might possibly be accused of a little selfishness, but his endeavour was to be admired.
Oh, he really wanted that.
Yeah, and you can hear how the crowd are reacting to this too.
Gaia. And it's Griezmann. Griezmann. Griezmann, looking to shoot! It's there!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset. Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
Atletico Madrid draw first blood here.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Going through. Lovely little display of skill, that is. And the whistle goes for half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. More than decent game up to now.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Atletico Madrid have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we are already promptly back underway. And he has been fouled there. Parejo! This could fall anywhere. He's having a look round. Rodrigo, he could go for goal! Godin plays it forward. Fran tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Gaia. Nani spreads it wide. Well, that's where he wants it. And that's been won straight back, looking to force his way through. Oh, really good feet from him. Managed to get it away. What a throw in. Croquet. Koke with the delivery. That's a ball to nobody in particular. Valencia have come to the defence of their manager after he came in for some stick regarding some of his decision-making.
I think tactically he didn't make a good job of things for starters, and then compounded.
Going for goal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. It so nearly came off for him.
But that's the motivation and enthusiasm he shows, and the quality he produces.
Parejo. Good defending, he knew he had to stop it right there. Gets wrestled off the ball. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Griezmann, whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Aimed long and direct. And it's Rodrigo. Rodrigo passes it through. Jose Gaya looking to get on the end of this.
Valencia showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Koke sticks in a foot to win it back.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
Shoots! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Mario Suarez. Bongala. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to...
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Adelan Santos. Nani tries lifting it over. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Juanfran goes looking. Torres pushes it out wide. He's left his man. Griezmann. Can he finish? Oh, and that should have been two.
Griezmann really did let them off the hook. They could have wrapped it all up.
Oh, he really wanted that.
Griezmann certainly tends to cast his influence, and he's in imposing mood again.
Dinks one in.
Valencia are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Mario Suarez. Enzo Perez. João Cancelo. Deftly done. Has a pop! That really should have hit the net.
Rodrigo really has shown an example of why indecision is fatal.
Griezmann is on the end of some really unwanted attention.
Yeah, and having notched a goal already, Peter, he's not going to be allowed to run off the shoulder as much as he'll want. This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Out to the flank. Valencia have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Okay, goes on a charge down the left. In towards the middle. Jose Gaya knocks it away.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Mario Suarez. And it's Rodrigo. There is the final whistle. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal.
Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind will help you go places, and they have a resolve that'll envy many.
Well, thanks for your company, Jim, and a very good day to you. Warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And that gets things running. Looks to slip it through. Felipe, Torreira Carrasco. Atletico Madrid really aren't having much joy on their travels. Their last 5 away games have yielded not a single win. Well, they can break here. Played out to the wing. That's put paid to a promising move. Aimed long and direct. Forward it goes. Oh, he's broken through. It's a throw in. Out to the left it goes. Defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. And a header! This could fall anywhere. Badin plays it forward. Oh, good interception. Where to from here? Okay. Gives chase. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Torres looks to dink one in. Torres needed to cut. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Pushes it out wide. Felipe Luis gets it back. Carrasco tries to stroke it through. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. He's gone for it! Goal! Atletico Madrid! Atletico Madrid take the lead!
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
Atletico Madrid get themselves into the lead.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Played out to the right. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Torreira Carrasco. Felipe Luis gets it back. So they got the only goal to give them a 1-0 lead. It's gone out for a throw-in. Saul passes it through. Juanfran tries to get it forward quickly. Koke. Now a chance to break, and he's away. Hit long and direct. Gets it into the middle. Felipe. Carrasco. Now it's Torres. Torres tries lifting it over. Now it's Griezmann. He's left his man. Looks to thread it through. Hoists it high. Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Aimed long and direct. Plays it into the channel. He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Played into the middle. Gabby goes looking. Pings it out wide. Torreira Carrasco. And the whistle goes for half-time. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They worked tirelessly for me.
Atletico Madrid, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Atletico Madrid carry a 1-goal lead into the second half. Looks to bypass the midfield. Lobs it in gently. Gabby. Griezmann, the scorer already in the game. Atletico Madrid clung on for the 3 points in their last game. Positive results though, build momentum. And it's Griezmann. Griezmann with the ball through. Saul. Massive leap! Oh, not the best of headers. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Someone looks like he's in need of protection here.
Yeah, and having notched a goal already, Peter, he's not going to be allowed to run off the shoulder as much as he'll want.
Saul. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Long and high towards the flank. That intervention was very necessary.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, This isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break. He's had a go! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, the run was really impressive. The finish was depressive, and expectations were not met.
It so nearly came off for him.
Yeah, he's been at the centre of a lot of things, hasn't he? Mostly good, I should add.
Into the channel. Well read, he sorted that out. And that has been clubbed away. He's managed to get that all wrong. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Either side really getting hold of the ball. Forward it goes. Torres plays it forward. He's in space and looking for options.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. So the manager making the last of his changes.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Got a shot away! Oh, and that should have been two.
Saul, with a save he knew he had to make, or the game may have slipped away.
They're guilty of lacking inventiveness here. It's all broken down. Looks like a good ball through.
Atletico Madrid are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Fran tries to get it forward quickly. Tries a through ball.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they? Going nowhere fast is about the only way I can describe this. They've just got to be busier.
Torres. Now the pass. Ball through needs to be good here. A chance! Griezmann. How about it? Quite brilliant from Griezmann! Two ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Atletico Madrid could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response? Got a throw in. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Atletico Madrid have won it. As much industry as inspiration. Whatever the formula, it has worked for them. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, and the result that was true to form, a big team beating a not-so-big team, and the lessons dealt.
Before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for his inputs, and from us both, good afternoon. Just about ready to get going here. A warm welcome to you wherever you are in the world. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
And we're underway. So the signal to start the final round of fixtures in part 1 of 2 this season. Fran. Godin. Aimed long and direct. Felipe. Now it's Torres. Chance to break. Koke. Tries running with the ball at his feet. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Some good stubborn defending there. And it's Fernando Torres. Tries a through ball. Carrasco. It's Carrasco! Battles to win it back. He's left his man. Torres passes it through. Atletico Madrid putting their opponents under a lot of pressure in the early stages. Griezmann with the ball through. Forward it goes. Brings it forward. Leon. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Gabi. And it's Griezmann. He's made good progress from a deep position. Oh, that is lovely footwork. Still goalless at the moment. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Could move up a gear here. Looks to clip it forward. Inui.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Ferreira Carrasco. Torres. Looks like a good ball through. Carrasco going through. Goes long. Now here's the through ball. Fran plays it forward. Griezmann full tilt down the right-hand side. The defence can get it clear. Saul. Okay. It's Carrasco. Over to the left. Massive leap! Goal! Atletico Madrid! Atletico Madrid take the lead! However they tried to stand in his way, he just was not to be denied.
Demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Atletico Madrid take the lead, 1-0.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Tries to dink it in. Takes aim with... Heads it! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Atletico Madrid leading by 1 and looking very comfortable on it. Forward, what does he try from here? Room for a shot. Shoots! In it goes! And they are disappearing out of sight.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Atletico Madrid have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
In again. Now surely. Carrasco looking to penetrate opposition lines. Leon looking for options. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Atletico Madrid are 2 up and everything is shaping nicely. The only criticism, it could have been 3.
Atletico Madrid go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. Now it's Griezmann. Looks to slip it through. Griezmann looking to get on the end of this. He's got away. And it's Griezmann. Griezmann! No, not quite.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back page headlines there. This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight?
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
And a header! Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
That's a poor kick by the keeper. He's just given it straight back. No way through there. Let's put a stop to that. Passes it through. And help's available out wide. Timely intervention. Played out to the right. It's Griezmann! Fernando Torres. And oh! And that is quite wonderful! A finish right from the top draw.
Unbelievable.
And they are pulling clear here. Oh, that is a gem. The audacity to try it, and he made it count. He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. 3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Deftly done. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Driving on, he could shoot. Griezmann! It goes to show he is human after all.
Griezmann worked a lovely solo run and effort, Peter. He should go solo again for me.
It so nearly came off for him.
Griezmann very nearly making something happen there. You can't keep a good man down.
Leon. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Out to the left it goes. Tries to get it forward quickly. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Tries lifting it over. Turns and goes back. Aimed long and direct. Looks to slip it through. Torres tried to play it through.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Leo. Torres has made his impact already. He's left his man. Griezmann has a pop. Big relief, it just needed better contact. Here's a change that was in the offing. Last one allowed. Leon. And it's Inui. Inui tries to stroke it through. Goes looking. There is the final whistle. Great day for attacking football. The artists have painted their pretty pictures. Only one team in it. What do you take away from it all, Jim?
Atletico Madrid simply imposed their strength from start to finish, and this became as predictable as predictable.
Mr. Jim, we both wish you a very good evening. Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be on the way very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. The start of this match marks the beginning of the second half of the campaign. Atletico Madrid were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Tries lifting it over.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Torres with a delicate ball. There are a few waiting for it. Griezmann, he's had a go! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
On the threshold of perfection, just not this time.
Gets up to head it! Goal! Atletico Madrid! Atletico Madrid take the lead! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Atletico Madrid have an early lead. Good start. Looks to clip it forward. He's having a look round. It's a loose ball. Aimed long and direct. Goes long. Shoots!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
He's got away. Griezmann. Gabi. Koke. Gets his foot in there. Forward it goes. Could move up a gear here. Ball's out on the left now. He scored inside the first 10 minutes to make it 1-0. Chip through. He's had a shot! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive. We know that, and that one never really got going.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Tries to stroke it through. Big chance! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Oh, glorious footwork. It's come loose. Brings it forward. Over to the left. Fernando Torres plays it into the box. Danger averted for now. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. The weighted pass. And he's made certain that won't get through. Looks to slip it through. Gabby plays it wide. Griezmann looking to get on the end of this. He's left his man. Up for the header! Oh, not the best of headers.
Atletico Madrid were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Atletico Madrid are in control here on the brink of half-time. Juanfran plays it forward. Griezmann tries making a foray down the right. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He's got a chance from here, but not the kindest angle. No, not quite.
Ah, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Gabby. And it's Fernando Torres. He's put it on the right now. What's on? Koke! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
And he's there to hoof it away. Going through. A real chance to break. Passes it through. Has a pop! Reached half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Atletico Madrid, I suspect, will be a little irked that they haven't established a bigger lead. However, they have the ability and personality to fix that.
Shapes the shoots! Quite brilliant from Griezmann! And with that goal comes comfort. Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
Atletico Madrid take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Tries a through ball. Has a hit! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
He's gone for it! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Lobs it in, Is it in?
I can't speak highly enough of the keeper after that save. Can't stop thinking about it.
And the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Carrasco with the ball through. Fernando Torres. And Torres! He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
No, Cuk. Anjing, ulah mikir cucuk.
Gets it upfield. Griezmann. He's got away. Chance. Great tackle, he had to get that right. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Played out to the wing. Done very well to intervene.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Fran tries to get it forward quickly. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Up to meet it! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Griezmann. And it's Koke. Koke kings it out wide. Lovely little display of skill, that is. And the finish! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, that ought to have wrapped it up, Peter. He may well regret that, you know.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Plays it out to the flank. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Griezmann is being picked on here.
Well, his stealth has been compromised because of his goal, and his treatment from here looks as if it could get a little tighter.
That's been won straight back. Gabby. Shot a goal! Should have put that one away. So, the manager making the last of his changes.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
In with a header! More and more and more and more! They are running riot! And surely that settles it! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Well played, he saw that coming. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Good challenge, stood up well against his man. Good idea, just poorly executed. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Carrasco. Saul. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. And now they can launch a counter. Now the finish, and that has been clubbed away. And Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Atletico Madrid, very much the dominant side, almost the only side. Every time they put on the ball, they look like scoring. It is a landslide. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, we knew there was a sizable gap in the quality of both squads.
A warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly, once all the pleasantries are complete. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I would think Diego Godin is key defensively. His brilliant reading of danger is his real strength, and his timing of the tackle isn't far behind. And another centre-back who'll pop up on a set piece and grab a goal for you.
Yeah, I must agree, especially in view of his ability to lead and organise the defence. Has gone out. Another throw-in. Atletico Madrid were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. And it's Aspas. Iago Aspas battles to win it back. Koke pushes it out wide. Griezmann. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. Aspas. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. And it's Fernando Torres. And the referee's awarded a free kick. Just a whisker away. Put a stop to that. Now it's Griezmann. Griezmann. Koke. Who's he going to play in? And he's away. Iago Aspas spreads it towards the left. Charges in. Goes down, but nothing given. Griezmann conjuring up some magic on the right-hand side. Good clearance and very necessary. And it's Saul. Is there any support? And the shot! Aspas stuck out a leg for a good challenge. Belt! It's bounced back off the post. He's left his man. Forward it goes. Torreira Carrasco. Decent progress down the left. Going through. It's a goal kick. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And it's Aspas. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Savic tries to get it forward quickly. It's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? It's Carrasco! Ah, he's given it away. And that has been clubbed away. Now it's Griezmann. Gets up to head it! Aspas. And the half-time whistle goes. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. And we are up to the break.
Atletico Madrid ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes.
Atletico Madrid playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half. Despite this scoreline, converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Now the pass. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Shoots! Good stop. That wasn't easy.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Godin plays it forward. Torres. Oh, he's broken through. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise. Griezmann. Roncaglia. Plays it out to the wing. And it's Aspas. Spreads it wide. Now here's the through ball. And the ball is out of play. Atletico Madrid have a terrific defensive record over the last 5 games. Carrasco deflected behind for a corner kick. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Aimed long and direct. Tries a through ball. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Griezmann passes it through. That intervention was very necessary. Griezmann needed to come up with a better ball.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
He's got away. And it's Griezmann. Now it's Torres. Looks to slip it through. Out of play for a goal kick. Gabby gathers from the goal kick. Just brushed off the ball there. sides a bit too casual in possession. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Ferreira Carrasco! That was mighty close. It so nearly came off for him.
Yeah, and you can hear how the crowd are reacting to this too.
That is a poor kick by the keeper, been intercepted.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Now it's Aspas. Aspas.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Ferreira Carrasco delivers.
Atletico Madrid showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
And it's Carrasco. Carrasco hit into the middle.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
It's a loose ball. Vas tries to dink it in, and he's cut it out.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Craft or guile or penetration, it is largely untroubled. It's goals. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
A rather flat performance for me when we expected something a lot stronger. I think they thought the win would just come to them, and it didn't.